Hello, everyone. This is Kelsey here. I do the marketing for US and Canada. I just want to show you all real quick how to join through our website, foreverliving.com. So one of the things I always recommend, I'm sure some of you have heard me say this before, but I always recommend logging out of your account, making sure you're not logged in, and kind of mock going through the FBO or FPC join process so you know exactly what your customer is seeing and you can best guide them through that process. So it's easy for you or easy for them, easy for you, making sure that they joined, all that good stuff. So when someone is ready to join, they can hit this join button. You're going to go over here and go to get started here. It is going to take your customer then to this page where they have two options. They could become a Forever business owner or a Forever preferred customer. Keep in mind, if you are logged in, you're not going to see these buttons. So that's how I know I'm logged out of my account and seeing what a potential customer would see. So I can hit join here. Let's say I want to become an FBO. It's going to immediately offer me the Start Your Journey pack. If I want to hit this pack, let's say I'm really ready to become an FBO at this point, I will select this, add that to my bag. I can hit continue here. And if I am done shopping, I'm just going to scroll right to the bottom here, hit continue, and then your customer is going to get this pop-up. So you need to make sure, and your potential FBO needs to make sure they are clicking all three of these. To make sure that they are agreeing to all the terms and conditions so they could join and become an FBO. So from here, let's say you forget to click one, it's not going to let them proceed. So it's pretty easy. They'll make sure that they click all three. Then I'll hit continue, and then it's going to ask me for all of my personal information, and I can fill this out. This is where you will hit your or enter the sponsor's information here. It'll pop up. You can give them your email or your ID. You could also search by name, so pretty easy. Another thing to note here is communication preferences. You definitely want a potential FBO to select yes if they want to be contacted by my sponsor, which is going to be you. This ensures that you are able to contact your new FBO. So you definitely want to make sure they're clicking that either way so that they can get your emails. So, and you can get their information as well, the automated emails. So I'm going to go back out here now, and then I'm going to go through a different flow here to show what it would look like as a preferred customer. So let's say someone is not ready. There's kind of two ways. So either you have the conversation with someone initially and they might say they're not ready to commit to that 2cc limit. I would recommend at that point, you know, you can pop them still if they're interested in becoming an FBO. I would still always recommend they go through the FBO option. So then what's it's going to do here, let's say I'm not ready to do 2cc's. I'm just going to get the clean 9 pack for now. I'll add this one to my bag, hit continue. Let's say that's about it for the shopping for me today. I'm going to hit continue. So they're going to get this pop-up and it's going to say you're one step closer to becoming an FBO. So at this point, they should know that they're not an FBO quite yet. It tells them exactly how many CCs they need in order to become an FBO. So they could get this pop-up. You know, you just need to be clear with your customer and communicating that they are a preferred customer until they purchase those 2cc's. I can agree to both of these and become a preferred customer. Or, you know, let's say I change my mind and I actually do want to become an FBO. They can search right here. I can add my Start Your Journey pack. And look, now it is giving me this pop-up, welcome to the Forever family, and I can become an FBO. So that's kind of that option there. Next, I'm going to hit exit one more time and show you kind of the last option you have here. Let's say you have a preferred customer, you know, they're a true preferred customer. They really have no interest in becoming an FBO at this point. You'll have them join through the preferred customer option there. You can hit, you know, as many products as you want to add here. I'm going to go to checkout, and then I can select these 2 boxes. It's going to tell me welcome to the Forever family. Keep in mind I'm a preferred customer, not an FBO at this point. This is going to give similar information. So again, I would have this conversation with your preferred customers, especially if they're a frequent shopper of yours, that you want to be contacted by your sponsor. This is another pop-up that's going to come up. If you choose yes, your contact information is going to be shared with your sponsor. So the more you can kind of communicate and know what's going on here, the better communication flow you're going to have with a potential customer or a potential member of your downline. So one more thing I am going to note here is I'm going to log in super quick just to show you something in your account here. So a really good rule of thumb for making sure someone's an FBO versus a preferred customer is in their My Account. So in a customer's My Account, you'll know you're logged in because you're going to see your name in the top right corner here, and then you can click on My Account. So if somebody is a preferred customer still, they're going to have an option, an additional option here called the Forever Opportunity, and they'll be able to click into that. It also says your level right here. So this is a pretty good way if they don't have that option and they're seeing the level of assistant supervisor in their My Account. That's a pretty good indication that they're already an FBO. So that's good to look into. Definitely the more you play around with the website, the more you get comfortable with it, the better you can explain it, as always, to your potential customers, the better communication flow you'll have. So we highly recommend going through that if you have not already. Keep in mind, being logged in, you're going to get this black bar. When you're logged out, you're able to see exactly what your customer would see, and if they were in the retail shop flow. So we're excited for you all to use the site. I know it's been about over a year now. We have a really beautiful site. We're really excited for you all to keep using it. We're launching new features. So definitely make yourselves familiar with that. And if you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer those. So is our team, and of course our customer care department. Thanks.